you connect with these people, and some of those relationships last, and some of them don't. But it's a part of the movie magic. I would date somebody that I've worked with, given I think now, through my experience, I would definitely not try and start that on set, given there's that movie magic, that kind of haze world fantasy that you're under.
Yeah.
But also start dating them if you guys click on set after and see where that goes.
Yeah.
Because everything is quick here. Just like you see one person's a star the next day and and the next day they're gone. Relationships are like that too. They're hot and they're quick. So finding somebody who, sticks around, especially when you get busy with your work, is not an easy thing to do. It's a challenge, but it's worth it. We all need to find love.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Now, what if it's somebody that you work with very closely, and you guys have a lot of scenes together, and he's always trying to upstage you? Would you dump him?
No, I would upstage him.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Bring it.
I cannot be upstaged.
No, that's hard. If you're able to talk to somebody, because upstaging somebody doesn't necessarily serve the scene and the purpose of what you're doing. It's just somebody trying to gloat. Now, if a person is trying to just gloat and just this is me, and not caring about the actual message of what we're trying to convey, then that would be a turn off for me.
Yeah.
But I would definitely, if they're raising the stakes, okay, well, I'm here with you. I'm not going to back down. I'm going to raise the stakes with you. Let's do this. This may look this may be can I say the S word?
Go ahead, go for it.
This may be a shit show, and all right, if you want to go there, I'm all about acting is reacting. So get back what you're throwing at me. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it, and we'll just trust the director to bring us in whatever direction we need to go.
So it's and Ike, it wasn't me this time. I didn't curse.
I got permission.
You did get permission. I wasn't going to say no, though. I wanted to see what she was going to say. Now, that's actually going to be a segue into a game that we're going to play with you, Miss Gabrielle.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. We're going to play a game before we get into our Real Talk segment, the last segment of the night. And since you are a public figure, and sometimes when people are a public figure, they get admirers.
Yeah.
And people who become borderline creepy. that can happen. I'll imagine you're a very beautiful girl, and I can only imagine what you get in your DMs on social media. I don't even want to know. But for the guys you're dating, when you first start dating someone, you're getting to know them. So there's different signs and things for you to know the person they are, and if their actions are charming or alarming. So that's what we're going to play today. It's called Charming or Alarming, okay? Okay. So I'm going to say something, and you're going to say if you find it charming or if you find it alarming, okay?
Got it.
Okay. All right, so this is going to be about guys, obviously. So we're going to see what Gabby finds cute and what she does not like at all. So the guys are listening, take notes. Just so you know. Okay. He always cries during movies. Charming or alarming?
Alarming.
A little judgment there.
For me. I appreciate and I respect sensitivity, but if it's every movie and always, no, I'm sorry.
He's a hardcore mama's boy.
Alarming.
Don't like that either, huh?
Well, when you say hardcore, it's just he can't move out of the house with mom because, he feels like mom's going to have a breakdown and there's that lock on that, I need you. If you're going to be with me, you're going to be with your mama. I respect, strong family bonds and values and stuff like that, but if you're going to be, all up and under mama and, still, I'm not going to say that. We'll leave it at that, then that's not attractive.
Okay. All right. He sends you constant text messages throughout the entire day telling you how much he loves you and misses you.
Alarming.
Jeez. I don't like nothing. I know.
But, you know, like, if somebody's sending you, you know, like, I also believe, you know, like, as an actress, I'm going to, depending on if he's an actor or not, we're going to have time apart. Like, that's just a part of what it is. And I need my own individual time. I think that it's important for in a relationship for you to take time to yourself. Mm-hmm. So if when we're not together, you're constantly texting me, I'm like, yo, like, you know, that may be a bit too much for me. Yeah. I appreciate a text like maybe once, like out of the day saying like, hey, miss you, babe, you know, like I think that's cute and that's endearing, I like that, but not like consistently out of the day. I'll be like, okay, this person, like if we break up, is he going to like stalk me and get me, or so what am I dealing with, you know? Yeah. That definitely would set off some alarms.
Yeah. So he's never been the one to end the relationship. Girls have always broken up with him.
I don't know. I mean, I don't find that charming. I know that. I mean, well then I guess it would be alarming. Yeah. These are cold words. No, I think, you know, like, I don't know, like, I like people who have their own mind. So if it's been, you know, like, I mean, depending on whatever the relationships are, I know people who have, like, loved hard, and the ones that they get into a relationship with, you know, like, they stayed with them, whether it was, you know, bad or not, and they didn't break it off even though it was bad for them, because they didn't know how to, or they didn't want to, because they loved this person, and this was the person that they were with, so they were going to stick by them. Yeah. You know, so I get that, but I mean, I think that you also have to have a sense of maturity and strength, and you have to do what's best for you, because I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody where they're unhappy and they choose not to break up with me being unhappy, and then that affects our relationship. Right. You know, like, be a man, stand up, and if you're not happy with something, speak about it. If we can't fix it, all right, well, let's move on.
Yeah. All right. Let's say all of his friends are women.
Well, I mean, all of them, you know, that's a little, you know, I mean, I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend now. And, you know, like, I love our relationship because he's not a jealous person, and neither am I. I haven't really been that jealous of a person, but I feel like, you know, when a guy gives you a cause to be jealous and be alarmed, you know, like, you know, it's there. We don't pop up with this stuff on our own unless we do, I guess, because there are people out there who do that. But, you know, like, he has a lot of friends who are women and stuff. It's just like, all right, as long as you're not, you know, like, trying to hide anything from me. If you're going to cheat, you're going to cheat. I can't do anything about that. And I'm not going to try to control it because I'm wasting my energy in doing so. I have stuff like family and my career that are a part of my focus as well. And, you know, like, I'm not going to, I'm not going to be with somebody where I feel like I have to waste my time keeping tabs on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. All right. Let's say he's always playing pranks on you.
Charming, but maybe a little annoying.
Yes. I was getting annoyed at because I've dealt with that before. It's just like, all right, it's getting old now.
Yeah, you know, like, I think that's cute. I love, you know, like, I love somebody who can make me laugh. You know, I love being funny, being stupid, being humorous, you know, but I, you know, respect my times when it's time to be serious too. So as long as the prank isn't totally like giving me a heart attack all the time, I think we'd be good.
All right, last one. He surprises you by showing up at places you didn't tell him you would be.
Ugh.
You're like, you're doing it for her.
Yeah, there you go.
Alarming?
Well, I mean, that's definitely alarming. I would say that would be charming. I mean, depending on if I told him,
no,
that would be different. But if I didn't tell him, I'm like, do you have a tracking going on? You know, like, I'm at work right now. You showing up on set? Like, what are you? I mean, well, I feel like he would know that, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't know where it would be. But if I'm at the grocery store, he's like, hey, Gabby.
It's like, oh, I called your mom, your brother, your best friend, your ex, just trying to find you, and I found you. Or whatever means necessary.
Why didn't you just call me?
I didn't ask to see you. Now, that's kind of a little segue into our real talk segment. I was supposed to let you say that, Anissa, my bad. The last segment of the night, guys, we're going to get into our real talk segment with Miss Gabrielle Walsh. We're going to give our real opinions.
Yeah,
now
you real life opinions.
Yeah, you just, and everyone in the chat, please join in on the segment and weigh in with us and tell us your opinions as well. Now, you just told us what you find charming. Well, mostly alarming. What you find alarming in relationships. Now, we're going to ask, this is for everybody, what are your deal breakers in relationships? Not like just the turn-offs when you're first dating someone. Like, you're in a serious relationship, what would be the thing to make you break it off? Now, who wants to go first?
Gabrielle can go first.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, clinginess is one of them.
With the girl?
Being clingy.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, like I said, I need my me time, and I have family and a career that, like I'm going after, so if you need too much from me, I'm like, no, like you need to be secure on your own, and like if anything, we come together and complement each other for whatever is lacking. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That cheating.
I think that's
that would be everyone's deal breaker, probably.
I mean, some people, I guess, if they're like into open relationships, they don't.
That's true.
Cheating, but I'm not that.
That's a different. We're talking serious relationships.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I mean.
Yeah. No, I guess it would be cheating if it's open, because then it's like.
Yeah. Then it's just the terms and conditions.
Yeah. You just can't cheat with anybody that's prettier than me. Like people say. Then it's cheating. Well,
then it's cheating.
Yeah.
I don't agree to this. I have to agree. Okay?
Yeah.
You need to show me photos.
Exactly. To give clearance first. That's a hot mess. I couldn't imagine.
No, I couldn't.
But there's like, there's relationships that just aren't, the normal for what.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. So. And sometimes you don't really realize that you'd be into that until you just come upon that.
I would never be into an open.
You could never say never.
No, never.
You're like never.
I was saying that with confidence.
Then what's your deal breakers in serious relationships?
I don't like liars, especially when you lie about stupid things.
Little petty things.
Yeah. I don't like guys who have no motivation or ambition to do anything with their life. You know what I mean?
To that one.
Yeah, like if you're not, even if when we meet, whatever, you're not in like the best place, as long as you're working to get where you need to be, that's fine. But you can't be just like living completely off of me and have no desires to do anything. You know what I mean?
Completely agree. Because if you're not, like if you're not motivated to do anything, it's just like, either I'm changing you or you're changing me, and we don't want to, like I'm motivated to do something, so you got to do the same thing.
Yeah, like I want someone that I can build with. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So we got to both be kind of on the same page when it comes to that. So that's definitely something that is kind of a deal breaker for me. Because that means we're not compatible.
Exactly.
If you're not going for it, we're not compatible. What about you?
For me, probably just be lying also. Mm-hmm. Like, especially how you said, like, just little petty things that you don't need to lie about. But sometimes when people lie, they just, like, do it impulsively. Like, they don't even think about it. It's their first instinct. And it's, like, the worst.
They'll lie themselves into a corner. You'll be having all kinds of proof.
And they still
they're like, it's right here. I'm reading the text message. She said this to you. I'm on your phone. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Like Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Where she's like in the truck and she's looking at him. I saw me, see you, see.
Yeah. Exactly. She hopped out the truck. Like outside the door. It's like
just making breakfast acting like everything's normal.
I know. Exactly. That makes me want to just like snuff somebody in the face, man. I'm not condoning violence in a relationship, but that would be the thing that makes me want to snuff you in the face.
Nobody's talking about that. Domestic abuse would definitely be a deal breaker.
Oh yeah.
Oh, true. That is true. I think it's because we're some strong women. I don't think we'd let that happen.
Yeah. Gabrielle, would you be more likely to be the violent one in the relationship?
No.
No.
She's like, no.
I
want to just take them a little bit.
Like you said, like we want to like build together, and I think